How does our vision for a classical Christian school play out in our families and faculty? As a Christian school, we expect that our faculty have an exemplary walk with the Lord. And likewise, as a covenantal school, we expect that our families have a commitment to Christ as the Lord of their life. Since our faith is foundational to our school's vision, and since we're seeking to partner with families, not only in the education, but even very much in the discipleship of their children, it's very important that our faculty members are modeling before the students an exemplary life in Christ, and it's very important that families are reinforcing those exact same values from home. It says in the scriptures that a student becomes like their teacher. So one of the things that we think about when we're hiring a faculty member here at Providence is this person the kind of person that we want our students to grow up to be? I'm very joyfully glad to say that I can confidently ascribe that to all of our faculty members that we have here, because that's something we really can't compromise on. And it's our desire to see that all of the adults in our community are being that model to students. Now, that can create a lot of pressure for us in some ways, but it's also a great honor to have that calling. Now, in addition to being a Christian school and being a classical school, we naturally attract faculty members and families that are looking for the kind of school that has a distinctive liberal arts approach. But we still require new families as they come into our school to attend a class on the distinctives of a classical Christian education. We also, through our faculty trainings, continue to reinforce through various readings and discussions and other sessions those classical distinctives as we want to see them play out in our classrooms. And this series is actually another effort to reinforce that community-wide. And it's my hope that as you engage with this series, it would continue to clarify your understanding of those distinctives and realize them even more in your family habits and practices. So with this video, I don't have a particular reading recommendation that I'm going to put forward, but I want to take the opportunity to reinforce one more time my hope that you will really engage with these reading recommendations and with these practices that we want to see you employ at home. Some of the books that I've recommended already are Norms and Nobility, or Wisdom and Eloquence, Leisure, the Basis of Culture, Teaching from Rest. These books have done so much for me and so much for others in the community to enrich our sense of what the purpose of Providence is, and we want all of our families to be deeply on board with that. Likewise, I'm giving suggestions of how you can start putting these things into practice at home, but I would love for you to come up with your own ideas as well. All of the suggestions that I give are meant to be maybe some jumping off points or some ways that can make your mind come up with your own ideas of what does this look like for our family, or what does this look like in my life? Because when we're talking about these things, we want to be embodying them as well as faculty, as staff, as parents, because we want to pass on an inheritance, and we can't pass on something that we ourselves don't possess. So as you're engaging with these videos, it's my hope that your engagement wouldn't end here, but this would be a starting point so that you can then go on into further study yourself, further conversations with other families about how we can enrich our lives from this classical tradition and how we can pass that on to our children.